And I try to remind people, the media is not our friend. They're not our enemy. They're not our enemy, but they're not our friend. They're a big business. And whatever gets ratings, they're going to cover. So Joe Biden had great economic numbers. They covered that for 5 minutes. Then they covered the drama and Democrats in disarray. And has the GOP's idea of calling the media, the liberal media, and bashing it and playing the ref, so to speak, was that just to make them seem, almost to immunize them when the media were coming after them, as opposed to, is there truly liberal media in the bias, liberal bias in the media?
Yeah, look, it was a way to immunize them. It also is a way to ensure you always have an enemy out there. You always have a foil. You always have somebody to go up against. I would agree fully with you, though. The media is not your friend. It's not their job to tell your story for you. In fact, most people in media, their inclination is to try to hold you accountable and to catch a mistake or a misstep. I do think, though, and this is probably an area where Democrats writ large, from the White House to Capitol Hill, need to do a much better job with their professional messaging and their framing, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you mentioned the Trump tweet, right? Well, that was Trump's message that day, and the media covered that message. Now, it was his version of the message, and some media outlets would unpack it and say what was true and false about that, but others would just say, here's what the president said today. I think Joe Biden is just such a different character, and frankly, Nancy Pelosi is as well. They don't play aggressive comms. They're just not wired that way. But as a result, then we're left, within the media, you see coverage of stuff that Democrats don't necessarily want covered at the top of the hour because the Democrats haven't pushed the narrative that they want out there and they want framed. I do think that's part of this message. I mean, you can take this school issue in Virginia. That was a crisis communications moment that Democrats did not meet. They failed in that moment after McAuliffe's comment, and they might have paid a price for it.